guys, welcome back and thank you very much for watching. Happy New Year everybody as well. I wanted to start the year on a very lovely positive note and something that was a little bit more lifestyle based as opposed to just fashion. Lots of fashion videos coming up over the next few weeks as always. But yeah, I wanted to kind of look at the bigger picture here. And I've been doing a lot of reflecting over last year, as we all tend to do as the new year comes in, and I've also been doing it for like blog posts that I wrote and stuff like that. So I thought it would be quite nice to think about some of the best investments that I made throughout 2017, and maybe not just fashion ones. I have some fashion pieces here, but also lifestyle ones, and just more all-encompassing than just fashion this time around. So I'm going to get straight into it. I have a little list here so I don't forget. And the biggest investment that I made last year was hands down moving to London. It was a huge change from living in the north in Manchester with somebody else to coming and living on my own in, you know, admittedly one of the most expensive areas of London as well. It was obviously massive. It was a big risk in so many ways, and while it obviously hasn't been a financial investment because renting isn't really, that's not the be all and end all. I think that we do, it's a really British culture to be so focused on buying houses, which is obviously a really good thing, and an amazing thing. Like, it's amazing, like some of my friends have started to buy houses, it's incredible. But you can invest in other stuff, so this has been an investment in my happiness, in my lifestyle, in my business and things like that, and it's been 100% the right decision. It was a huge decision to make. And I still can't quite get over how expensive London is. There are like things all the time that shock me. Just the sheer cost of living here is insane. But I wouldn't have it any other way at the moment, and that was definitely the biggest decision and the biggest investment in my entire life throughout the past year. So yeah, that was a big one. And then another one which I feel like I've invested hugely in, which is another more lifestyle one, is friendships, and something that I recommend every single person does. I've always I'm like a proper girl's girl, me, so I've always had really close female friendships, always, and I've always had friendships that have gone on for years and years, and they often tend to be the best ones because they're quite low maintenance. Like, obviously you all get busy sometimes, and you will always need friends who you can like not speak to you for a couple of weeks because you've both been just off the map running around like lunatics, and then you come back together and there's no animosity there. Animosity, is that how you say that word? Is that the right word? No hard feelings there, basically. You just come back together and it's like you've spoken every single day. But yeah, I feel like throughout the past, for most of this year, but definitely the past 6 months of last year, really put more and more into female friendships, of trying to make sure you're messaging people, catching up on the phone, seeing people as much as possible, and just like having a really good network of girls around you and women around you who are just so supportive. I don't think there's a better feeling than that, actually. So that has been a big feature of last year, and something that I recommend everybody does this year. It doesn't have to be female friendships, obviously, like guy friendships can be hugely beneficial too and hugely important. It's just, I'm a proper girl's girl, so that's where my loyalties lie with friendships generally. Another thing, oh my gosh, right, my coffee table, which is right here. This bloody coffee table was incredibly expensive. It's a vintage Paolo Piva designer coffee table. I got it off a website called Panomo, which, if you're into vintage designer furniture, is an amazing website. They have everything on there, and they like from all around the world, and they ship from around the world. And I didn't have a coffee table in here for ages, and I really took my time with what I bought for my flat here. And I'd seen this on a certain photo on Pinterest, this exact coffee table, and was just obsessed and couldn't stop thinking about it. Researched it online, saw that it was hugely expensive and that it was a designer piece. Thought, I'm not at a point in my life where I want to spend that much money on furniture just yet. So then kept looking, but every other one I saw, I was like, nothing compares to this coffee table now. So I bit the bullet, bought it. It took weeks to arrive, and I'm like obsessed with this coffee table. It's actually sad how obsessed I am with this coffee table. I genuinely, people who sit here with me can vouch for this, will sit on the sofa and be like, oh my god, I love that coffee table. From every angle it looks different and interesting. It's just, I just love it so much, and it has brought me more joy than any fashion investment that I've made in the past year, because just sitting and looking at this, I love it. I'm obsessed. It's quite sad really, but it's also unfortunately opened a door into designer furniture, which probably should have been kept closed for a little while longer. Another one, which was something I did throughout all of last year and continue to do now, was personal training. I started with a personal trainer at Nuffield Gym in Manchester. He was absolutely fantastic. And then when I moved to Manchester, I started doing classes down in London, which I do at Bodyism on Westbourne Grove in Notting Hill, and personal training at Frame. There's a few frames around London. I go to the Queen's Park one. There's one at King's Cross. I think there's one somewhere else, but I can't remember where. And they do classes as well, but they have personal training. And having a personal trainer is literally, it's a huge investment. Obviously it's hugely expensive, especially down here, but it completely changed my body, which in turn changed the way that I wear and think about clothes, because you have more of an awareness of your body. It made me the most body confident I've ever been. I feel the strongest I've ever felt. You guys know that, if you watch my vlogs, you'll know I have issues with my knees, which are ongoing, but so much of that, my knees don't mess up as much as they used to now because my legs are stronger. Just so many things that go beyond just an aesthetic thing of how good you feel when your body's at like the best you've ever seen it. So I would never not have a personal trainer now. It's a huge extravagance saying that, I do realise that, but it's just so good to have one. So that's something that I will continue to do throughout this year and recommend if you're umming and ahhing about it, if you're thinking that it's something you'd like to invest in a little bit, then 100% go for it, because it's like someone's there to push you all the time, and you can learn exercises, but they will know when you've got to a point where you're really getting good at them, and so they'll mix it up so that you're constantly evolving and you work in different parts of your body, and it's just so good. I absolutely love it. So that's another one. Let's get on to some more physical things now, and so jeans. I have to obviously mention jeans, and these aren't a huge investment because they're high street. You guys know that I always vouch for high street denim, but the End of the Story straight leg jeans were like my jeans of last year, definitely. I have them in 2 different washes, this one and a really light one, which I wore relentlessly throughout the summer. They're just the best jeans that I've found on the high street, really. They come up quite cropped, so they suit all heights as well. They're just super flattering over the bum, a really nice denim. They wash really well. The light wash ones I have, the seam has started to twist it a little bit, but that's after a lot of wears and a lot of washes, and I would have no issue with purchasing them again. So these have to be the denim winner for me for the past year. As always, things like my vintage Levi 501s are great, but I haven't bought a pair of those in so long, but if you find the right pair of those, you'll never buy another pair again. So that was that. And then the next 2 items, fashion items that I'm going to mention, I am cheating with a little bit, if I'm honest, because I haven't paid for either of these. So these haven't been my investment, but they're pieces you will know that I wear all the time. One of the Dear Francis Spirit boots. I have these in 5 different colourways now. Yeah. And I'm Jane Francis, who owns the brand and designs the brand and is amazing. She sends me them every time she does a new collection. She emails me and says, would I like anything, and we have worked in that way together for probably 4 years now, hence why I've built up such a collection of these boots. But I would pay for these in a heartbeat and would want them in as many colours as I have them. They're the best heeled boots that you can get. This is probably my most worn one, the croc one. But they do them in black if you want something really simple. They look great with jeans. I can walk all day long in these, no problem. I go on nights out in these. They're just the best boots. I love my flat boots and everything that I wear like that, but something with a heel just makes them easier for evening as well, especially when it's this easy to walk into. So these, and then the other item, which I'm sure you're all expecting to see, is the Stella McCartney blazer. Again, I didn't pay for this. This was sent to me by Net-a-Porter, but I would spend this much money on a Stella McCartney blazer. I believe this is, how much are they? Maybe £1,200? They're a lot. They're like handbag prices. But my God, have I loved and worn this blazer. Still am wearing it all the time now. It's just, I got it in August. I've had it for about 5 months now, which isn't really that long, but I know I'll continue to wear this for such a long time. And yeah, as I said, even though I haven't parted money with this, I would definitely buy again and I would actually just like to get a black one. I keep looking online and thinking, should I just go for a plain black one, because you'd wear. You just never get tired of it, they're so good. The one beauty thing I've got, also, honourable mention has to go to the Gucci loafers, doesn't it? I bought one pair of Gucci loafers, the pink backless ones that I've got. I'll pop cutaways in here because I've left them in the bedroom and I just can't face going in there right now. This year I bought last year I bought the red full back ones I've got and the pink slip-on ones. Best loafers, best flat shoes you can buy. How many times have I said it now? It's just, go and get some if you're thinking about it, so I have to mention those. And then the last thing I'm going to mention is, have I mentioned everything? London coffee table, friendships, personal training, Gucci loafers, jeans, blazer, boots. Yeah, last one is a beauty product which is relatively recently. Obviously we've all heard about the Glossier hype. Everyone and their grandma absolutely loves Glossier. The Boy Brow is so flipping good. And I only realised it the other day. I've been using this since September now, so again, not that long. But I did a blog post where I went through every single blog post that I did last year to do like a big roundup one. And at the beginning of the year, before using this, my eyebrows look so much worse. Like they're so heavy, just not right. And since having this in my life, it's just been the best thing ever. Oh, my phone just went off. I am obsessed. When last time I was in New York, I bought 5 of them. You couldn't get them online now, they ship to the UK. But it's the only beauty product that I feel like I've really fallen in love with throughout the past 12 months because I'm not madly into beauty, so I don't feel like I update what I'm using all that often either. But honourable mention to the Glossier. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I know it's been a bit rambly. It just felt like just a nice little sit down, catch up for us all. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Got loads of ideas of videos coming up which I'm excited about because I'm feeling inspired with stuff at the moment. So I'll have lots of different things coming your way. I'm filming a testing basics at the moment, everything like that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.